Welcome to JJW Art and Videos channel. In this video I am going to visit the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, المتحف المصري في القاهرة. Alright, going to the Egyptian Museum. And this is the Egyptian Museum. Typical Cairo honking and way of life. That's the entrance of the museum, the Egyptian Museum. The Egyptian Museum is really nice from the outside. Hopefully from the inside is more spectacular. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo is the oldest archaeological museum in the Middle East, housing over 170,000 artifacts. It has the largest collection of Pharaonic antiquities in the world. The museum's exhibits span the Pre-Dynastic Period to the Graeco-Roman Era. Wow, that's nice. Designed by the French architect Marcel Dourgnon and built by the Italian company owned by Giuseppe Garozzo and Francesco Zaffrani. Let's get more deep into it, guys. More deep into it. This is Ramses II. The way he was standing, having one foot up front than the other, is because he's ready for action. He's the man of action and power. That's why. And look at his face, how he's so serious and focused. And the long beard is to think like he's one of the kings. Only long beards like that was for the kings back then. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo exhibits, documents, preserves, and promotes artifacts and iconic ancient Egyptian masterpieces from prehistory to the Greco-Roman periods, providing a unique opportunity for visitors to delve into over 5,000 years of Egyptian culture, arts, beliefs, traditions, and daily life. Since its opening in 1902, the Egyptian Museum in Cairo has held a unique historical position among the museums of the world because of its own iconic status as the first purpose-built museum in the Middle East. The invasion of Asians. With one of the richest archaeological collections, the museum remains a valuable resource for scholars while providing a place to educate Egyptians and visitors from all over the world. Nice hair. The idea of a museum for Egyptian antiquities in Egypt goes back to Muhammad Ali Pasha, who was Viceroy of Egypt from 1805 to 1848. Attempting to put an end to the export of antiquities, he issued a decree on the 15th of August 1835, which resulted in the first Egyptian museum for antiquities in Cairo. الكتيبة الهيروغليفية, hieroglyphic writings, very nice. Housed in a building near Elzbikia Garden, the display was designed by Hakikan Effendi and the collection was managed by Yusuf Dia Effendi. At the same time, Sheikh Rifa al-Tahtawi, who was responsible for the excavation and conservation of Egyptian monuments, also ordered that no further excavations be undertaken without his permission. He announced that the export of artifacts from Egypt was strictly forbidden and that all finds were to be transported to El Ezbekia Museum. In 1851, during the reign of Abbas I, the entire collection was transferred from El-Ezbekia to one of the halls within the citadel of Salah ad-Din, where it was accessible only to private visitors. However, in 1854, most of the objects were gifted to Austria's heir to the throne, Archduke Maximilian, who had shown great interest in them during his visit to Egypt. They now represent a major part of Egyptian collection in the Kunsthistorisch Museum in Vienna. Alright, my first impression was so nice about the museum, but then when you go up, I don't like it. Look. Random pieces of sculptures out of nowhere. I'm gonna show you. Look at that. And it's so dark. There's no lights. There's only a light on this one. And there's only light up here. But there's no light. What's going on here? Look how dark it is. Why there's no spotlight on this one? A special spotlight. And here we can't see. We cannot even see what's going on here. Why there's no spot somewhere? The lights is off this side. The museum need to be upgraded. I'm disappointed. They can be shown better. Completely dark and pieces out of nowhere. We don't even know where they come from. Look at this one. Look at that. What's going on here? Oh la la. And they let people jump on pieces. You're not supposed to be on the art. You're not supposed to be on the art. Yeah, I'll take it home if you don't know where you put it. You don't know where to put it. I'll take it home, guys. If you don't know where you're gonna put it, I'll take it home. إذا ما تعرف وين بدك تحطها، أخذها للبيت عندي وحطها في البيت. تعطيني إياها.
ما تصورهاش. عشان فيها شغل.
شغل إيه؟ Oh, that was a cute one back then. In March 1893, the Ministry of Public Works met to discuss whether to establish a new museum of antiquities or simply keep the collections in the Ismail Pasha Palace after making some renovations to the building. It was the new director of the Antiquities Service, Jacques de Morgan, who urged the Egyptian government to construct a new museum. Between 1893 and 1895, shortly after the opening of the Ismail Pasha Palace Museum, an official committee of the Ministry of Public Works announced an international competition for the design of a new Egyptian museum, granting a prize award of 1,000 Egyptian pounds to the winner. This is Akhenaten coffin's lid. غطاء تابوت الملك أخناتون. This is the lower side of this one. But I think they recreated the see-through because it was deteriorated by time. It was to be built in the city center in Ismailiya Square today's Tahrir Square, between the Nile and the British barracks of Qasr al-Nil. 87 proposals for the new construction project were submitted, and finally the design for a neoclassical style by the French architect Marcel Dourgnon was chosen. So this is the Akhenaten statue. He used to be represented half man, half woman. This is the woman part, and this is him. So he was like trying to represent fertility, it seems, but maybe he was a transsexual, who knows?
Look at this Nefertiti. By the way, Nefertiti was the mother-in-law of Tutankhamun.
Nefertiti, baby, Nefertiti, not less.
Her husband.
Nefertiti, baby, Nefertiti.
L'unico gusto. Il famoso gusto sta benissimo.
I want these vases. I want these vases. Beautiful vases. Oh la la. I want these vases. Another thing I noticed, there's no security at all. Everybody is touching the ancient sculptures. Look at them. Touching and leaning on it and stepping on it. This is really disappointing. Where are the security here? Where's everybody? So I see a lot of students here, like future touristic guides. They're here to study and do their exams. I don't understand why there's no lights. There's only one small light up to alight these statues, and here we can barely see it. The light even is falling apart. It's so dark here. Why? And look at the statues also, we can barely see them. Actually, it's written that you're not supposed to be touching the statues, but everybody is doing that. Not even just touching, stepping on, leaning on, and taking pictures and video shots. King Giuseppe, guys, King Giuseppe. I'm glad they're leaving so I can go inside and take pictures and video shots. Woohoo! They used to have a lot of fake doors, so the enemies could not know where to come from. And this is one of the real fake doors back then. Bad lights. I have to put my face like this. So I'm gonna talk like this. Really fake doors back then. Look at the beautiful writings. Cheers. By coincidence, I met Doha and Hala at the museum. They are studying to become tourist guides. I was so lucky to have them there with me to explain to me all the details about the artworks. This is eternal paradise. The blue is eternal paradise. Look at you following me here. Hi. Do you know what that means? Do you want to explain to the video? بدك تشرحي على الفيديو؟ اشرحي لنا نشوف بالانجليزي؟
لا بتكلم عربي.
اوكي بالعربية يلا.
ده تمثال الملك زوسر مؤسس يعني بناء الاهرامات. هو اول واحد عمل يعني فكر في بناء الاهرامات في بنى الاهرام. هنا هنلاقي هو كان الملك زوسر من هنا كان ليه عينين معمولة من الأحجار الكريمة بس لكنها اتسرقت. وهنا هنلاقي وراه ده كان أول إشاني اتعمل في مصر، وكان الملك زوسر هو اللي عمله. التمثال ده التمثال الأصلي. في واحد مش أصلي بس في المقبرة بتاعت الملك زوسر هناك في سقارة. الإشاني ده ليه عملوه من الأخضر علشان خاطر بيدل على خصوبة الأرض كانت خصبة.
الجنة الأبدية المكتوب.
بإن خصوبة الأرض والجنة الأبدية.
حلو شكرا. She's gonna continue because she said this future touristic guide missed some points. So go ahead.
عندنا هنا بداية الأسرة الثالثة، وده كان بداية عصر بناء الأهرامات، وكان أول ملك عمل أول من عمل هرم كامل، هرم اللي هو المدرج، هو الملك زوسر، وهو مؤسس الأسرة الثالثة. وهو كان الملك دوت كان وزيره هو اللي عمل مجموعة كاملة، وهو وزير إيمو حتب. وإن هو الملك دوت كان كان ظاهر وهو كان بيبتدي عباية الحفظ اللي هو العيد الثلاثيني، لكنه ما كملش ال 30 سنة. بردية تورين كان ظاهر ان هو حكم 19 سنة، وفي المؤرخ ماليتون كتب ان هو حكم 29 سنة، بس الاثنين دولت يعني آراء مش متساوية مع بعضهم. وبيظهر الملك هنا وهو كان ليه عينين معمولة من الأحجار الكريمة لكنها فقدت، وبيظهر وهو لابس اللمس بتاعه والدقن المستعارة.
دقن مستعارة طويلة،
وإن هو الودن بتاعته ظاهرة عشان معناه إن هو كان بيستمع للشعر بتاعه، وإن هو كمان بيظهر الملك وهو حزين لأن كان ساعتها كان اسمه كان بيرتبط بلوحة المجاعة اللي كانت موجودة ساعتها لمدة 7 سنين حسب نقص في مياه النيل. وان هو كان مكتوب هنا منحوت تحت اسم الملك اللي هو كان الملك نيجس، وكان وتدل الشكل اللي وراه معمول من اللون الاخضر والازرق ان هو كان فيه عصر خطوبه وزراعه، وان هو كان عصر نماء واقتصاد كتير، ودوت كان عصر الاسره الثالثه.
شكرا. انت حتصيروا gonna be future touristic guides, no? So هذا منيح exercise. Wow. It's a beautiful museum, but needs better lights. See, there's no lights here completely. I mean, there's no lights inside.
هو الملك أمنحوتب الثالث. دي تويا الملكة دي.
تويا.
على فكرة في لهم تمثالين تحت كبار بهو المتحف.
The mummies. These are the only 2 mummies in this museum. King أخناتون الثاني.
لا الملك أمنحوتب الثالث.
الثالث. This is the Queen T, Toya. Yuya in her coffin, Yuya. And a mummy. The mummy is inside. You can see it here. This is made of gold. Wow. Wow. And after this, we are going to be in the section of Tutankhamun. This is the chair of Tutankhamun. Wow. It's made of gold. Tutankhamun. The golden mask of Tutankhamun is the most famous of all the artifacts of ancient Egypt, a true icon of the Pharaonic civilization. Ramses II when he was a child. And I think the eagle is for protection. So now we're gonna talk about this tomb. هذا بتحكي بالانجليزي ولا بالعربي؟ عربي، اتفضلي.
هنا ديت مدن التوابيت. ديت زمان كان ان هم كانوا لما بيدفنوا الملك او اي حد كان لازم ان هم يعملوا الكتابات بتاعتهم ديت عشان اللي هو كانت بتحميهم. فاللي هي كانت لازم يكون مكتوبه كده اهوت، وديت بتبقى مكتوبه من كتب زمان المقدسه بتاعتهم بتاعت الديانه.
شكرا، جميل قوي. ده الفيل. So I'm gonna say that in English, that only in the past there's something called da el-fil. It comes to women only, but he had it. He had like large legs and feet, as you see. He's the second emperor of created Egypt. This one is on the money of the Egyptian money, 200 guinea.
هو الكاتب المصري دوت هو كان موجود على عملة 200 جنيه، وهو بيرجع ظهور التمثال دوت واكتشافه للأسرة الخامسة، وبيظهر تمثال الكاتب المصري وهو جالس في وضعية القفصاء، ودي كانت الجلسة الوحيدة اللي كانت بتوصل الدم للمخ، وكانت دي بتركز أكتر في وضع المذاكرة. وإن هو بيظهر الكاتب المصري وهو كان المفروض كان في إيده قلم، والورق البردي اللي هو كان بيكتب فيه، ولكن القلم والعقد اللي كان لابسه اتسرق. وكان هو كمان كان بيرتدي الشعر المستعار بتاعه، وكان ودانه طالعه من بره الشعر المستعار عشان يسمع ويكتب الحاجات اليوميه بتاعته في الشغل بتاعه. وان هو كان بيظهر العين بتاعته معموله كانها عين حقيقيه بالظبط، ودي كان براعه الفنان القديم زمان. وكان عينيه حوالين عينيه دي لونها اخضر عشان خاطر هو كان عينيه مطعمه بالنحاس المجنزر عشان تحمي عينيه. وكان مع مرور الزمن كان
So guys, this statue here is on the 200 pound, 200 guinea, as you see, the same, right? Sheikh al-Balad. But he's a priest. He's not a sheikh.
He was a priest of purification. What we can see here
In 1860, discovered in Saqqara. It's made from wood and is well preserved. This is who?
الأميرة نيفر كانت هنا لابسة الشعر المستعار، حتى لو طلعت هنا شعرها الحقيقي باين من تحت.
وهنا التمثال بتاع الأمير راح حتب والأميرة نفر. التمثال دوت كان بيرجع للأسرة الرابعة، وكانوا بيقولوا إن راح حتب دوت هو ابن الملك سنفرو مؤسس الأسرة الرابعة، وإن راح حتب دوت كان أخو الملك خوفو. والتمثالين دول اتعملوا في الأسرة الرابعة، وكان ساعتها كان محرم صناعة التماثيل في السنة ديت عشان يلحقوا يكملوا التمثال بتاع الهرم الأكبر بتاع الملك خوفو. وخرجوا التمثالين دولت لأن هم
مقسومين
عشان يعرفوا يخرجوهم من المقبرة. المقبره بتاعتهم.
اه
بيظهر هنا واحد وهو لابس اللون بتاعه، لون الوجه بتاعه كده هو الاسمر، لان هو كان بيعمل رائد في الجيش. النفس ديت معناها الجميله. وكانت بتظهر وهي لابسه العقد بتاعها والشعر المستعار وهلمان الشعر بتاعها الاساسي. بتظهر وهي لابسه اكليل من الورد بتاعها، وكمان وهي لابسه فستان لونه ابيض وعليها الوشاح بتاعها. وديت كانت الاميره نفرت وراحت.
شكرا.
كانوا بيعتقدوا ان الروح بتعبر من خلاله.
ده فوق ده باب وهمي. ده باب وهمي false door. كان يعملوا كثير ابواب وهميه حتى ما العالم تعرف تفوت لعندهم.
لا، كان الروح بيعتقد ان الروح بتفوت، يعني بتعدي من خلاله، بتعبر من خلاله للعالم الاخر.
Someone is really getting ready for a night out of town. This is really interesting. This is the one who ordered for building the pyramid. Shiok Khufu, the builder of the Great Pyramid. So this is on the 10-pound Egyptian pound. This is the statue of it. That's the statue.
الملك خفرع.
Show me the whole bill. فرجيني كل العملة. Yeah, this is the one. You see it, guys? See and see.
الملك خفرع بيبين وهو مرتدي النمسا والدقن المستعار. لان هو كان بيستمع للشعب بتاعه. هنا هنلاقي فيه قابض ايد وباسط ايد، ده بتدل على العداله والقوه.
العداله والقوه، بس الرجلين نفس المستوى، ما فيش قاعد مرتاح.
والشده واللين. وهنلاقي وراه هنا بيبان الزاويه، يعني هنا كان بيحميه من شر الاله سيف. طب هنا بقى اقول لك
شايف شو حلو. تعرفنا we met at the museum in Egypt. Very nice, futuristic. They're gonna be future touristic guides in Egypt.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the information.
Thank you so much.
The gift shop. And leaving the museum. At the time of my visit to the Egyptian Museum, the Grand Egyptian Museum was not open yet. I left the Egyptian Museum with mixed feelings. Exhausted, kinda disappointed, but after all very happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and activate the bell button. And if you see icons on the screen, please click on them. Thank you for watching.